Before we get into today's fresh headlines, I want to give you the 60-second big picture view of what just happened in federal IT contracting. Because this week wasn't just busy, it was structural. On Friday, GSA dropped the Phase 1 awards for Alliant 3. 43 vendors out of 133 proposals made the cut on a brand new, uncapped 10-year government-wide acquisition contract that is literally designed to be the highway for everything from cloud migration and cybersecurity to emerging tech and AI integration. At the exact same time, the State Department finalized its 48 Evolve Awards. OMB is putting real teeth behind CIO authority again. The FAR Council moved the semiconductor supply chain rule forward with a hard December 23, 2027 compliance date, and DHS quietly stood up a $1 billion department-wide Palantir backbone that future Alliant 3 task orders will almost certainly ride on top of. In other words, the procurement architecture for the next decade just got redrawn in 1 week. If you're a system integrator or service provider, this is the moment your capture plans either get accelerated or rerouted. The winners this week just locked in preferred access to what will be the largest single pipeline for federal IT work. Everyone else is now in teaming mode, compliance hardening mode, or both. That's exactly why we publish the Exchange Weekly newsletter every Monday. This week's edition, titled Alliant 3 Launches and the Procurement Architecture Reset, walks you through exactly who won Phase 1 and why it matters more than any single award in years. How the DHS Palantir BPA becomes the technical backbone for task orders on Alliant 3 and Evolve. The new OMB AI guardrails that are now table stakes on every proposal. What the semiconductor rule really means for your supply chain mapping today. Wave-by-wave recommendations for SIs, Gov IT leaders, and contracting officers. So you're not reacting, you're positioned. It's the kind of deep, revenue-focused analysis you won't find anywhere else. No fluff, no buzzwords, just the contract-level implications and the exact moves you should be making this week. If you're already a premium subscriber, the full 7,000-word issue is waiting for you on Substack right now. If you're not, this is the week to come on board. The next 10 years of federal IT revenue are going to be won or lost on vehicles and compliance decisions being locked in right now. Link is in the show notes, or just go to tie.matora.solutions. Today is February 23, 2026, and here is the news that you can use. This is the Exchange Daily, providing the 5 minutes that secure your 24 hours. Because in this environment, guesswork isn't a strategy. AI startup funding is shattering records. 17 US-based companies have each raised $100 million or more in just the first 6 weeks of 2026. Mega rounds include Anthropic's $30 billion Series G at a $380 billion valuation, Runway's $315 million push into video and world models, and Skilled AI's $1.4 billion robotics bet. Enterprise leaders should map these partnerships now to accelerate roadmaps and lock in supply chain advantages. Anthropic just dropped Claude Sonnet 4.6. The new model delivers a 1 million token context window in beta, breakthrough agent planning, native computer use, and production-ready agentic performance at scale. It is now the default for free and pro users. Development teams and automation leads should test these capabilities this week to compress coding cycles and reshape enterprise workflows. OpenAI is closing in on the largest private funding round in history. A $100 billion plus raise at an $850 billion plus valuation is reportedly led by Amazon, NVIDIA, SoftBank, and Microsoft. The capital will fuel massive infrastructure build-out. CIOs evaluating model access and ecosystem strategy should prepare for deeper lock-in signals and price the long-term implications now. NIST has launched a new AI Agent Standards Initiative. The program focuses on secure, interoperable autonomous agents with strong identity and security protocols, plus open-source reference implementations. The RFI is open through March 9th. Federal and enterprise governance leaders should submit input and begin aligning internal agent roadmaps to these emerging standards. GSA has awarded Alliant 3 Phase 1 to 43 vendors, resetting federal IT procurement architecture for the next decade. The uncapped 10-year GWAC covers systems engineering, cloud services, cybersecurity, data solutions, software development, and emerging technologies, including AI. 43 winners emerged from 133 proposals, with up to 76 total awards planned. The move converges with OMB M2604 AI guardrails and the $1 billion DHS Palantir BPA as the new platform backbone. Immediate teaming and capture decisions are required. For the full strategic analysis, audience-specific recommendations, and execution roadmap, see today's Exchange Weekly newsletter at go.matora.solutions/exchange-weekly-spring-special. HHS reports that fewer than 1% of its AI uses are currently classified as high impact. The finding highlights inventory maturity gaps under OMB policy and the work still needed to scale production deployments. Federal CIOs and CISOs should use this benchmark to pressure test their own risk tiering processes and accelerate high-value AI initiatives before the next reporting cycle. That's the Exchange for today. Remember, guesswork isn't a strategy. We'll see you tomorrow for the 5 minutes that secure your next 24 hours. If you're interested in how this newscast is created or want more information about how to be a part of it, contact podcasts at matorasolutions.com. That's podcasts with an S at matorasolutions.com. All information is from publicly available sources. The Exchange Daily is a production of Matora Solutions LLC, a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. All rights reserved. Copyright Matora Solutions LLC 2026.